Welcome to part 14 of the Legend of Zelda Skyward Sword playthrough.
Hey, how long has it been since we've been in this desert?
Not that
What kind of place? Seriously?
not that long, but don't worry, we'll be here much longer because we make backtracking trips again and again and again and again.
Oh boy!
Oh boy, yeah. And Lanayru Desert is it pretty much is the biggest biome out of all three, so you'll be walking a lot. Because when Farron Woods was a bit open, it was still small. Whereas Elden Volcano, it is small, but it's tall, and there's a lot of climbing and stuff. Because being a volcano, well, a lava mountain. But being this a desert, it's all vast and open, and emphasis on vast because it's huge. It's a huge place, and we'll be seeing more.
Pretty huge.
Yeah, it is. It's not as huge as, say, an open world, but given the standards that we've basically been applied to with Skyward Sword right now, it is pretty big.
Breath of the Wild, but it's all desert.
Yeah, speaking of which, we've only seen a handful of footage of Tears of the Kingdom as of this video. It seems to be more in the sky, right?
Yeah,
It seems like it.
That from the gameplay. They still have Hyrule, the whole Breath of the Wild map, but they also have a whole sky section too, which is kind of interesting.
Yeah, I'm not sure what that means. It probably makes sense in story context and all that stuff, but what would that mean for the general gameplay experience? Because we'd be flying a lot more. It seems like. Would we have a whole bunch of sky? Because a lot of people complain about this game and its open world kind of being or its hub world rather being a sky place, and there isn't really a lot of things to do in the sky. But I don't know. We'll just see.
Yeah, we'll have to kind of just see how they handle it in Tears of the Kingdom.
Right? Yeah.
I keep wanting to call it Breath of the Wild 2, but that's not what it is.
Yeah, I mean, we've been saying that for so long, it kind of just rolls off the tongue. But my language has changed rather quickly because I didn't really have Zelda conversations. At least I don't think. It's been a long time too, because that game came out in 2017 and it's currently almost the last day of 2022. So there's that. But whatever. Oh yeah, our beetle just got an upgrade, a free upgrade. It now has a claw.
The claw.
Hiroshima colorized.
Wait, what did he say?
Say it.
Something about colorized. I just didn't hear. I
said Hiroshima.
Hiroshima.
Skyward Sword is now my favorite. I get to replicate history. But yeah, the beetle is the only item that ever gets a free upgrade throughout the campaign. If you want upgrades to all your other dungeon items, you have to do them yourself in the shop back in Skyloft. I don't do that because I really don't feel the necessity to do that. But at least the story one is required for obvious reasons.
Yeah.
The story.
Because the story, right. What was I doing? Oh, I think...
Yeah, what were you doing?
I think I was just double checking to see if there are any rupees there. Because, that might be helpful.
Yeah.
But yeah, basically we're going to be traversing through this little area of the thing. That's pretty much going to be the entire video. Hooray!
Wow. Just all desert.
All desert.
I don't like sand. It's coarse,
coarse,
rough,
and irritating.
And irritating.
It's everywhere.
Like, it's everywhere.
Can't believe that dialogue was written by the same person who did the Empire Strikes Back dialogue. It's so bad.
Hello and welcome to my TED Talk. Today we're gonna talk about why sand is bad.
I mean, it is true. It's coarse and rough and irritating, and it gets everywhere. But for context, that's supposed to be romance dialogue. What the fuck?
Wait, are you serious?
Oh yeah, do you not know the context for that? Oh.
I guess it's been a while since I've seen the prequels.
Okay, so yeah.
It's like you just go like, "Hey girl, I hate sand."
Well, it's like, I don't like sand. It's coarse and rough and irritating. It gets everywhere. Then like the lines after that is like, not like here where it's soft and smooth and beautiful, and he's just caressing her hands as he's saying the last part.
I see. Yeah, it's been such a long time. I guess I forgot the line afterward.
Yeah, well, the meme is the first part. The second part,
Yeah, that's the important part.
the second part just sounds really creepy, and I don't. God.
Yeah, it's kind of cringe.
Yeah, the dialogue in the prequels is bad. It's just bad.
At least there's funny memes of it, though.
Yeah, at least pretty much every line in the prequels is a meme. Specifically, Revenge of the Sith.
Liar!
Liar! You were with him!
Imagine like you experience like the Star Wars prequels, but only through the memes. We just recreate the entire movie with like just the bits and pieces of memes that we have of it.
Oh, that's weird. It's the same length as the movie.
It's just the whole movie.
It's just the whole movie. Out of curiosity, Josh, because you said that in your lightsaber video, you've never seen a Star Wars movie, right?
I watched like I remember one like kind of vaguely when I was a kid. All I remember is the bit with like the fight scene with Anakin and whatever at like the volcano and stuff.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's like the only bit that I kind of still vaguely remember from like when I was a kid. I don't remember a whole lot else about Star Wars, and I never really got into it, so
okay.
I don't have a whole lot of info in general on it. I just know that the lightsabers are cool.
I mean, yeah, that's kind of where the like popularity of a laser sword came from. So
The energy sword.
yeah, just basically any laser sword that you see in anything basically was inspired from Star Wars, because it was the first of its kind to do that. Because the very first movie that came out was 1977. That's almost 50 years ago.
That's crazy.
That's almost 50 years ago at the time of this recording. So it has had a great influence on pop culture for the last 50 years. Have all the movies been great? Fuck no.
I've heard some mixed some mixed opinions about the movies.
I've said this plenty of times, but like when you're just looking at Star Wars the franchise as a whole, just from a movie perspective, it's inconsistent as fuck. You know why? Because it started in 77, it got revitalized in 99, and then revitalized again in 15. So
Wow.
Yeah.
Those are some pretty big gaps.
So you can see, like, yeah, where's the consistency? It's nowhere. But like as a movie franchise, it's kind of bad. As standalone movies, some are bad. Some are one of the greatest movies of all time. But like what keeps bringing people back to the Star Wars as a franchise is all the supplementary material, like all the TV shows and comics and whatever, because the lore of the place is actually interesting. The lore of the universe is actually interesting, just not the actual narrative.
I see.
Yeah, and that's basically why I'm still a Star Wars fan to this day, because I don't like the movies. At least not all of them. Yeah.
As long as you can find the stuff that you do like, that's kind of what counts.
For sure, right, yeah. It's kind of like the Sonic franchise in that perspective. God, they share a lot of similarities too, you know? Death Star, Death Egg. Yeah, there's that.
Which came first?
The star. I just said it started in 77.
That's the joke.
Oh.
You dingus.
Well, it came first. Goku or Supersonic? Oh.
That one's actual fact, yeah. They introduced the Super Saiyan in the manga way before the Sonic games.
Okay.
Yeah, way before Sonic. Yeah, that was introduced in the manga. I mean, like I think in terms of like the anime and like the whole idea with the like yellow hair and stuff. I think Sonic might have done that first, but the idea of like a super form was done by Goku first.
Maybe Supersonic was first a thing in '92, so
Yeah.
we'll have to fact check that.
Yeah, I'd have to look. I'd have to look up when the Frieza saga was going on in Dragon Ball.
Oh, the Frieza saga specifically. That's when it happened. Okay.
Pretty much, yeah. That was during like Planet Namek with the first time Frieza and the Ginyu Force and stuff.
Ah, gotcha.
Because Frieza like killed Krillin and Goku got like super pissed and then he turned into a Super Saiyan or whatever.
What is this? It's like when preteens discover that their thing is not just for peeing.
No, it was still Goku that did it first. That was 91.
Oh, just a year. Okay.
I think so. Yeah, because it's talking about the anime episode. Yeah, so Goku in both regards, yeah, did it first.
Okay. Cool. That Sega of America team was like, that's awesome. Let's put it in this game.
Can I copy your homework? Sure, but don't make it too obvious.
I saw a thing that was like a comic or something the other day that was like it was like the like ideas or like conceptions of like, you know, like the new Sonic games to be made and stuff like that, and it's just like Sega talking to like the like fucking Izuka or whatever, like it just being like, oh, this thing from Legend of Zelda is really cool, like it's like Sonic's just like a really big like Legend of Zelda fan, and he's stopping all the shit in his game. It's kind of funny actually.
That does sound funny, yeah. Nice. Also, the enemies in this area have electric swords, so yeah, electricity in Zelda, and this is the first game in the timeline.
Yep.
But basically, you know, don't get shocked. So basically, if you swing your sword and you accidentally hit the sword, you're gonna take stun damage. So don't do that. It's a puzzle-solving thing after all. So just don't get hit.
Just don't do it.
Yeah. I mean, like when you approach those enemies, you have to take extra precaution and make sure that your sword swings actually hit. Because if you do end up clashing swords, you'll actually take damage from it this time, as opposed to all the other areas where you faced bokoblins like that. So, yeah. It's not a joke. Also, I will say, the first time I encountered this tree thing, like back, like, I don't know how many years ago I first played this took me so long to figure out, because I thought you're supposed to get the beetle to fit through those tiny little holes where, you know, the light is glowing from. I just couldn't figure it out. But then I remembered, oh yeah, I have the big claw thing. I didn't know that there was a hole in the top of the tree. I guess I should have figured that out, because it was a dead tree. Actually, no. Why would I think that? No. Dead trees aren't supposed to be hollow like that. So why would I think that? No. Hashtag bad game design. No, I'm playing. I'm just a dumb kid.
Hey, this game is garbage.
This game is garbage. No, too much Link, not enough Zelda.
There's too much
It's
water.
called The Legend of Zelda.
Yeah.
After all.
Exactly. My name. You play as the character Metroid in this game. Hello again, Goron buddy. We see him often on an adventure. He's an explorer, and he likes to explore.
He's an explorer. He does explory things.
He does explorer things, yeah.
Gorko, the explorer.
He's the only Goron in this game. We actually don't get to see any other Gorons.
Really?
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, they don't like establish them as like a vast race in this game or anything. It's just this one guy. Yeah, if for being a prequel to Ocarina of Time, they don't necessarily like connect strings with it all that much. Maybe that was the point because this is a different Link and a different Zelda altogether. But like, it just kind of feels off at points. Like, when it comes to the end game, it's all there and it all makes sense. But like, when you think about all the world building stuff, like, we don't ever get to see Lanayru Desert and anything else, Elden Volcano and anything else, Faron Woods and anything else. Like, I suppose we get to see somewhat similarities and maybe the establishment, the actual establishment of a government on the, once the place does become Hyrule. We just rename Lanayru Desert into Goron Valley. Not Goron. Gerudo Valley and stuff like that. So maybe I'm just pulling strings there at that point.
Well, I mean, there is still, Faron Woods and Twilight Princess. It's just, not
really?
the same place.
Oh.
Yeah, it's not the same place, but it is the same. But it does go by the same name.
Okay, I didn't know that actually.
My God, what are you doing?
I'm bad at games. No, I'm just playing. But yeah, at least you get shield bash. I'm just now realizing I have the metal shield on, and metal conducts electricity. But if you shield bash their electric swords, you don't get shocked. So at least there's that. That's good.
Yeah.
Yes, because screw logic.
Yeah. I was just saying earlier that I didn't know exactly how the game calculated its shield durability in this game, because basically the early game is the only time you'll ever have like regular wooden shield and metal shield, because the shield that you can buy after the metal shield is a regenerating shield, and basically it regenerates all its health after some time. So that's why I never like really paid attention to it. It still takes damage and it's fragile, but it still regenerates health, and that's the thing that's important. Yeah. Fly, my Beetle. It would be much faster if I actually use my slingshot, but that would mean using ammo, and I don't want to do that. So I'm taking this slow man's approach to it, and just using the Beetle.
Even when you're playing Zelda games, you're playing Resident Evil.
I know, right?
Tell me you're cheap without telling me you're cheap.
God, I am like that with pretty much every game that I play. I am so conservative on all my ammo that I just don't end up using it. I like all the melee stuff. That's how I do things. So I always have a surplus of ammo, and I have no more space in my inventory. I mean, that's a good thing, right? Like, you don't want to waste all that stuff.
I mean, yeah.
Yeah. Like, on the rare chance that I run out of rifle ammo, I'm like, why? What happened? Oh, the video ended. That's what happened.